And welcome back to part 8 of What If Naruto was adopted by Jiraya and Tsunade. So last time in the Naruto What If, we basically summed up the remainder of part 1 of Naruto. The fight between him and Garra. The fact that Orochimaru actually got taken down. Like, Orochimaru's gone. Or is he? Warink. That's a big 4 over that shadow. Wow. I might be amping that up, but Orochimaru lives on through other means. But and there was no Tsunade arc, and because Orochimaru was gone, there was no reason for Sasuke. Sasuke didn't feel as inferior to Naruto in this because Naruto has been strong from the beginning. So he didn't have to see Naruto's immense growth while he kind of just slow growed, I guess we'll call it. His improvement was a lot slower. And therefore Naruto was able to, match up a lot quicker than Sasuke was expecting. Here, that's never been the case. There's always going to be the issue of the curse mark, at least until it ever gets removed, if I ever remove it. But the influence now is minor because Orochimaru is gone. His soul is departed from this world. Although a little bit of him still exists within the curse mark. And and because of that, Sasuke didn't have to leave. So we cut out 2 big arcs right there. So we went into what Naruto's training was going to be, as well as some of the other people's training. And we cut now to the aftermath of this, the 3.5 years, because there was a good extra amount of time in there, of training that Naruto did. And we cut to Naruto coming back. He's still, hey, welcome back, I'm back, Konoha, woohoo! And Naruto, hey, Sakura! Wow, it's great to see you. Wow, you've grown so much. Look at you. And yeah, it's true. Even though he's eaten a lot healthier overall, thanks to Tsunade's insistence, he still was a little on the shorter side, probably. He's taller than Sakura, but still. Now he's honestly taller probably than even Sasuke. And yeah, she comments like, wow, you've grown up so much. What you think I've become more womanly? And to Naruto's credit, I don't think he's quite as dense. But in this version, but at the same time, I could see him still making a comment that's not the same. Or that's similar to, not the same, but is similar to what he initially said. Yeah, you haven't changed a bit, Sakura. It's like, hey, Naruto, not trying to put the moves on her, but just says, you've grown, he does recognize her as a woman. You've grown quite a bit. You've definitely grown, Sakura. I gotta say, I'm impressed. And I'm sure Sasuke must be too. Reminder, he doesn't have a crush here on Sakura. He can appreciate her as an attractive woman. He's not going to say that. He won't deny that, but he doesn't have any romantic feelings towards her, at least not now. And spoiler, I don't really intend to go that route. So, someone did make the point and say, technically you don't have to pair him up with anyone. And it's like, yeah, you're right, but let's be real here. Obviously, as the series progressed and as the series ended in the original, I usually am going to pair him up with someone because everyone ended up getting paired up. Except for Shino. Poor Shino. And Kiba, actually, although he's kind of dating someone, I think. Anyway, Jiraiya does comment about, smooth, kid, smooth. And it's good to see you too, Lord Jiraiya. How was your training trip? Did you guys get a lot done? It's like, oh yeah. I mean, you saw a little bit of Naruto here and there when he came back, but but he's definitely improved well beyond the last time you saw him. So, but I mean, you should know how well he's improved, Sakura. You trained with him for, doing the math in my head real quick here, half a year to a year and a half. Yeah, you trained with him for about a year and a half because they spent the last 6 months out. Year and a half. Well, I only saw part of it, part of his training. Yeah, it was a good way to help me improve too. You progressed way too quick for me to be able to keep up at points. That just gave me more determination to beat you. And it's like, oh really? So you've gotten even better since the last time, huh? It's like, you bet. They trading friendly comments. They're friends, and come on, we gotta go see your mom, and mom let her know we're back. It's like, right. Hey, you're gonna hey, and before they go, Konohama shows up the sexy jutsu, because it's still Naruto, and he's still the son of Jiraiya, so he probably would have showed him that. And come on, Konohama, you gotta mature a little bit. And fortunately for Naruto's head, he's not going to be showing off brand new sexy jutsu here. There's a lot more. He does say there's a lot more things you could be improving on. And by the way, he did teach Konohamaru the Rasengan because we know he showed him that during the during like part 1 through the flashbacks. We know that. And so Konohamaru's like, oh wow, Naruto really has matured. I mean, he's always been a little bit on the more mature side, but he's always been a lot more fun. But this is new, and I can't say I don't mind it, but no, your Sasuke's Naruto actually is very. No, your Sasuke's your one true love. And so they go finally meeting up with Kakashi, handing him the book. Oh come on, that was a super advanced copy. And then Tsunade's like, you idiots are finally back. Do you know how worried I've been? And she just gets out of her chair. It's like, it's like, Mom, we said we'd be back in the last 6 months. And you think that means I'm not going to worry even more about you? And you! And it's like, and she just grabs him by the collar. It's like, welcome back. And she just gives him a kiss. And yeah, at this point, they've now officially gotten together. Jiraiya's like, oh God, it scares me. I hate what she does then, yet he kind of adjusts his pants. Damn it, it's kind of a turn on. And it's like, oh, come on, in front of me? Hey, I haven't seen your godfather in about I haven't seen your dad in 6 months, okay? I'm allowed to have a moment with him, whether you're here or not. And she goes back to giving him a kiss, and Jiraiya's just like, shut up. I haven't seen your mom in 6 months, and you've seen your mom, so I want a moment with your mom, too. It's like, ugh. And it's like, because Jiraiya's got what he wanted. He got the girl of his dreams. So I was like, yeah, I'm taking advantage of this every chance I get. Take notes, fellas and ladies, because we're all inclusive here. So after the fact, Tsunade says that she wants to test out Team 7, but that reminds her, hold on 1 second. Could you say Sasuke? Sasuke shows up, and he's shown up, and he's in his Jonin vest. Like, wait, Sasuke! Oh, Naruto, you're back. And they kind of give a handshake. Wait, are you? It's like, oh, right, that's right. You weren't here. Yeah, me and Neji actually made Jonin. Sakura, by the way, Sakura has also made Chunin. Wait, does that mean? And then Sasuke's grinning, and Tsunade kind of points it out. Like, yes, actually, Naruto, you are actually the only rookie among your age group now. What? You could make the argument that wouldn't they have been able to? So Naruto should have been able to participate at any point in the Chunin exams. And now that I say that out loud, I kind of actually just forgot that point. But I think it would be funny if every time he got back to the village or wherever the Chunin exams were being held, he always missed it. Either because they were being held somewhere else and he was still training a lot, or when they were held in the village, he was never timed properly for him to get there. That would be Naruto's luck, and that would be hilarious. It's like, what? What do you mean? It's every 6 months. We were here every 6 months. How did he just got? Well, I mean, some of them were outside the village. What about the ones in the village? We kind of didn't time that properly. Yeah. Well. That's it. And they all have a laugh. Don't worry. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm sure we'll figure out something. And so, they get together. They talk. They chat, and eventually they have their belt test, which. Look, every time they pass it, I long since stopped going into that belt test just because there's no point into it. No matter how I structure it, the result will end up being the same. And by the way, don't ask for a what if on if they failed that belt test. There would be no change at all. Period. End of story. It was just so they could gauge their skills. That was it. And it's not like, okay, if you don't pass, you don't get to go outside the village. We're going to de-rank you. No! Anyway, Garra gets kidnapped, and they get word that Garra's been kidnapped. So Team 7 is sent out to go and rescue Garra. They meet up with Temari. They had that moment around the fire where Naruto says, yeah, Garra's like me. We both hold monsters in us, and that's why I want to help them. To which Temari says, very much thank you. By the way, Temari is one of the people who did note that did find Naruto attractive. So she notes when she sees him again that he's really grown up. She is older than them by I think 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's an age gap, and that's nothing really inappropriate, especially for the Naruto world. I think she's 3 years older, something like that. But I will admit, while in one of them I definitely paired Naruto and Temari up, this one is just a side. It's just to illustrate the point that Naruto has admirers. And so they get to the village. Chio attacks them. The Bakugo goes the same. Naruto, though, actually plays a big factor here because they're able to speed up Kankura's recovery and even get an extra antidote made. While Sakura is still the better medic between the two of them, Naruto's knowledge in medical ninjutsu is still extremely invaluable. And he's, in terms of their age group, he is by far the second best medic among them. Better than Ino, who does have some medical ninjutsu. Not quite as good as Sakura, but using a number scale. If Sakura's a 10, Naruto's like a 7. And he'll probably keep improving to the point where he might surpass her, although I doubt that. I think we got to give Sakura at least one leg up here. But the fact is, he's got other techniques, too, that can help her. One of the big ones is Sage Mode. Being able to sense natural chakra, being able to sense the flow of chakra, things like through there, is invaluable to something like this. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the Byakugan here, but what are you going to do? So he goes to Sage Mode and helps her out, and they're able to siphon out all the toxin. They're able to speed and make a couple extra antidotes, which is very important. And then go off and try to find, the Akatsuki. Along the way, obviously, they are interrupted by Itachi. And this is the first time in God knows how long Sasuke and Itachi have met each other. And so, little brother, it's good to see you again, as you, Naruto. And it's good to see you again, little brother. So, and this is the first time Naruto's met Itachi. Remember, we skipped that. So this is your brother's? Like, yeah, that's him. He's the bastard who killed my entire family, my entire clan dead. Why? Because you wanted to test your strength? I can see why you'd be upset, Sasuke, but I'm not interested in you right now. It's Naruto I'm here for. And Kazekage says, don't look at his eyes. You know about how effective my Sharingan is, but I can cast the Genjutsu with just this finger, which he does. Yeah, his Genjutsu abilities. It's actually very interesting. We see him use ninjutsu and some extremely uber powerful ninjutsus a lot, but he's supposedly more like Genjutsu specialist, which is very interesting. I think that's just because when you actually break it down, we only ever see him really, at least in the series, use Fireball Jutsu, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and probably, I think, a substitution or transformation at some point. But the majority of the time, yeah, he's actually using a lot of Genjutsu. I think it's because the few ninjutsu we see him see are so much more powerful than most of his ninjutsu. His Genjutsu, that it just kind of feels like a weird economy. Although Tsukuyomi is arguably like the strongest jutsu he had. Anyway, and Sasuke's kind of gritting his teeth. He's like, you're after the Nine Tails, right? It's like, so you know about the Nine Tails, Sasuke. I'm a Jonin of the Leaf, and Naruto's my friend. Of course, I found out about Nine Tails. I don't judge him for it, and he's not some weapon for you to take. Not only will I avenge our family, and he just has a Chidori ready in his hand. But I will keep my friends and those precious to me safe from you. That is my promise. I see. And obviously, he puts the Genjutsu on Naruto as Sasuke and him kind of start to duke it out a little bit. But Naruto, that doesn't work on Naruto here. His ability to dispel Genjutsu is far more effective than it was in the original. So he just, boom, dispels it. It's a strong Genjutsu, but he's got far more skill under his belt. Kakashi, and Sasuke ultimately overtake Itachi and kill him. Chidori Rasengan combo to the head and the chest. Well, to the chest, anyway. Naruto blasting at Sasuke and the Chidori, but they note that it's not Itachi. Who is this guy? He is a ninja from our village. And so they have to get there in time. Naruto again puts Sage Mode on so he can sense chakra, and yeah, he can sense Garra's life force fading. And this isn't good. Like, they tear the seal down. Boom, they're there. They are, I am here, to do a little all night there. They get there. Deidara and Sasori is like, oh, well, I guess we got to get going. And, Sasuke, Sakura, and Chio are handling Sasori. Deidara tries to nope out of there. Unfortunately for him, he has the misfortune of having a Sage-enhanced Naruto who has a lot of ninjutsu, to the point where he can just throw out Winjutsu like a Gale Palm, no problem. And that's what he actually does. He blasts him off course before Kakashi just slices the burr with a lightning blade. Naruto catches it, and he can just sense Garra's force fading, so he immediately goes into medical ninjutsu, doing the best he can to stabilize him and try to keep him alive. It's not, he's slowing the process of dying down, but it's not really working. I mean, it's not really working, I guess is the better emphasis, but he's at least able to slow the process down. It's like, I need Sakura. That's like a little, right, Naruto. And obviously he takes out Datara. Here I think he does substitute with the clay clone, but he just lightning blade right through the chest, dead. Datara is now hiding. He's like, I'm staying hidden until this is over. Because, yeah, I can't, without Jinchuriki is impressive and Kakashi's around. So Sasuke, Sakura, Chio, they're in a 3-on-1 fight with Sasori. It's tricky, but with an extra hand there, particularly with Sasuke's Sharingan and ninjutsu knowledge, they are able to bypass the clones, able to use the extra antidotes to keep themselves stable or immune to the poison for at least a certain amount of time, get through the swath of puppets, and ultimately bring down Sasori, who lets them know that, but as a reward, I'll give you a little. I will give you, but as a reward for being, I'll tell you this: I was meeting with an associate, a spy for Orochimaru. To which everyone's just like, "Wait, Orochimaru is dead." Is he now? My sources say something different. The snake lives. But you can believe it for yourself when you meet them, if you choose to. I'm meeting on this village, this bridge, at this time, this day. And he dies, and it's like, no, that's not pot. We saw the third steal his soul, seal him away. Like, what does he mean that Orochimaru is still alive? And they get over to Garra, and they're doing the best. Like, and Naruto's starting to tear up. Sage mode's gone. It's like, yeah, come on, don't die. It's like, Cheers, like, what last good deed? And she's remarking on the bonds that the people in this new age can have. And she smiles like, this is the last good thing I can do. And yes, she does the revival jutsu, and Garra's brought back. And, she's just sleeping. And it's like, no, she's not. That jutsu was not a jutsu for healing, but it was a sacrificial jutsu to save someone. And Chio passes, and they mourn. And so they bid their farewells. Kakashi's fine, didn't have to use the Mangekyo at all. But in the aftermath, Datara finds his ring, Tobi's there, Zetsu's there, joking aside. They get back, they explain the mission. The elders do kind of get on Tsunade's case a little bit, but she quickly kind of puts them in their place, remarking that you see him only as a weapon. You remember, you're talking not just about a ninja of the village, but my son. And I will not stand for any insubordination. Be that as it may, there is a risk to the village evolve every time you send him out. So we will be looking for a little bit of a, what would be termed, reciprocation, not reciprocation. That's not even a word. A little bit of leniency in some terms, and basically we're saying we're going to put an extra member on your team. A five-man teams are not unheard of. Sasuke's a Jonin. The two, Sasuke and Kakashi and Lee, will lead the three. And Kakashi, and they obviously give their information to like the Anbu, who would go out to this mission for Orochimaru. They're not going out of the village. Keep that in mind. So this leads us now to Sasuke. Naruto's kind of listening in a little bit. And it's like, interesting. And Tsunade knows this, but he goes out. And he's just wandering, and he just runs into Team 8. It's like, Naruto, it's good to see you again. And admittedly, the same thing happens here. It's like, Shino. It's like, you. It's like, yes, of course it's me. Well, you're buried under all that. Friends should recognize friends no matter what. Shino, get over yourself. Granted, we all knew it was Shino as, readers, but Naruto made a damn good point. Like, it's not like they were overly close. So how is he supposed to recognize Shino, of all people, under all that? You even recognize Kiba instantly. He's like, bite me, Shino, bite me. You just whiny little emo attention seeker. That's what you were acting like, honest. Legitimately, he was acting like that. But then, he hears the yeep, but she doesn't hide this. She's like, Naruto! Hinata! She's definitely a little she's flustered to see him as she heard she was back. It's good to see you. And because he had been in the village for 6 months at it each year, he still got to interact with people, including seeing probably Hinata on at least semi-casual basis. Same with Ino. So Ino and Hinata have still been interacting quite a bit. So her confidence in herself has slowly increased. She's much more comfortable around him and being at least physically affectionate. So she goes up and just gives him a big hug. It's like, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in 6 months, give or take. I was like, yeah, it's so great to see you too. And Ogden is like, oh, come on, you gotten so big. So what are you doing? Oh, we're taking some time off from a big mission. We just helped rescue the Kazekage. You what? It's like, hee. And they're mocking. And so they're walking, talking. Kiba and Shino go their own way, but Hinata's joining, and they're walking. She's just enjoying spending time with Naruto again. And they see Shikamaru and Choji. Shikamaru, Choji, hey, and that, if you say so, Choji, I think you've gotten even fatter, which is what he was gonna say. And then all of a sudden, everyone, including Naruto, who suddenly gets cut fat, they all just destroy these ink clones or ink creatures. Hinata blows one away. Naruto's charging, coming in. He's not using anything overly destructive, but he activates the chakra seal. It's like, so they're made of chakra, huh? They're ink combined with chakra, huh? And then the clone of the ink animals come in. Naruto just absorbs it, which even Sai is like, with his emotional state, is like, It's like, he can absorb my chakras. And then he just comes in, I see, you're pretty weak. Are you a girl? And to which Naruto is like, yeah, you're pretty annoying. Are you an asshole? And to which Naruto just has a wind release. Again, Gale Palm, I think, would be one of his go-tos because it's something he can just do without a hand sign at this point. Just, Sai's like, surprised he gets hit. And then obviously he gets caught by Shikamaru. Hinata and Choji are there. And he just nopes out of there like he does originally. It's like, who the hell was that guy? He had a Leaf Village headband, but I've never seen him before. Are you okay, Naruto? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, Shikamaru, Choji, Hinata, hi. Wait, is that Naruto? It's like, oh, hi, Ino. To which Hinata does give it oh, it's Ino. Look, they're rivals, but they're very friendly with. They are friends. And they understand that, if Naruto is going to choose someone, that's fine. I think they've come to terms with the idea that, look, we will both fight for Naruto's affection and our feelings for him. To which I did mention previously, I think in the last video, that Ino has matured very much. She's not the Valley girl, fangirl. No, she's matured a lot since then. She's still very much like, Naruto, hi! Very affectionate and easily, gonna grab and hug. But at the same time, she's not saying, Naruto! No. She's she actually knows how to flirt and actually express her emotions properly with Naruto instead of just being, annoying. And they both have probably agreed that, look, Naruto will choose who he chooses. It's just a matter of, who will ultimately win out in the day, who you think loves him more. And look, one of them probably does love him more than the other. Now, to finish it up, I did put it to you guys in the comments below in the last video. If you think, if I could figure out a way to do it, would you be okay with me pairing him with both of them? And I was surprised to see that a lot of you were actually okay with that. A couple of you were more like, no. One of you said you don't believe in polygamy, so you didn't like that idea. But most of you were either on board with it or would rather see him with one of them, but was okay if I did it. So I'm not saying I will, because I haven't decided on that yet. What I'm saying is I will, as I write it out, I will figure out if that could work or not. If it can, I'll maybe do it. I'll be honest, I still don't know if I want to do it or not. I'll do it. I would do it tastefully, obviously, but it's something that wasn't done at all in the original series, so I hesitate. But we'll see we'll see what we do. But until then, that is the end of part 8. Based on where we're at right now, we're gonna have 2 more parts of this, I think, and then we'll be putting the poll up for the next what if. So that's where I leave right now for this what if. Let me know what you thought of this particular episode. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you folks next time.